Hi, and welcome to GIELTShelp.com's General IELTS test preparation videos. In this lesson, you will see a South Korean candidate get a high band 9 for her performance on the speaking interview. For lots more help with your next General IELTS test, make sure to visit and join our premium package at www.gieltshelp.com. Now watch and learn. Welcome to the speaking portion of the IELTS exam. My name is Adrian. I will be your examiner for this part of the test. May I see your identification, please?
Here you are.
Thank you. And what is your full name?
My surname is Kwon and my given name is Jihae. Please call me by my Western nickname, Haley.
Okay, Haley. Here is your passport back. The speaking has 3 parts. I will give you instructions for each, and I'm going to record this for marking purposes. For part 1, I will ask you a couple of questions to get to know you better and some questions on a general topic. What do you like to do after work or school?
When I'm finished at the office, I like to go home and prepare a meal. Like yesterday, I made a really delicious sundubujjigae, a soft tofu stew.
What did you do at the weekend?
Last Saturday, I went out with some friends for karaoke and we had a really great time. And on Sunday, I went to the park for a stroll and took some pictures of plants.
Let's talk about restaurants. How often do you eat at a restaurant?
I frequently eat out about 3 to 4 times a week.
Do you prefer to eat out or at home?
I like both. I like to eat at a restaurant because it is less work and I try new dishes like the delicious French onion soup the other day. But I also like to cook at home because I know the ingredients and it is less expensive.
Which is your favorite restaurant?
My go-to restaurant is Myeongdong 북어국집. They have the most delicious soup in all of Seoul and the price is great.
If you could open a restaurant, what would it be?
That's an interesting question. Let's just give me a moment to think. I would open a Korean barbecue, not only because this is really tasty, but also because I think it would bring in a high profit.
Have you ever been to a restaurant in another country?
Yes, I have. I've been to restaurants in the US, France, and Italy. I must say Italian cuisines are truly world class.
Okay, that is the end of part 1, and now we will continue with part 2. For part 2, here is a card with some questions. Please don't turn that over yet. Here is some note paper and a pencil. You will have 1 minute to look at the questions on the card. Think about your answers. You can take notes in the 1 minute if you wish. And then you will have 2 minutes to answer. I will tell you when to start and when to stop. Are you ready to begin?
I'm ready.
Okay. Do you want to master the English language like Haley? Lingoda can help. For this lesson, we have partnered with Lingoda, a world-class online language school that helps you master English with native English-speaking tutors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Lingoda is offering 1 free week to try either business English or general English. This means you get 3 classes with expert Lingoda teachers to start mastering your English language for the next time you sit the IELTS exam. Simply click this link also in the stream description for your 1 free week, 3 class trial period. In fact, I have been using Lingoda to study Spanish, and so far I've been improving and enjoying every single lesson. Lingoda offers you 3 different options so that you can learn at your speed. Once a week for slow learning, or 2 to 3 times a week for fast learning, and express, which means that you can learn every other day. Now, of course, for IELTS, many students need to improve quickly. In this case, you should be thinking about choosing the fast or the express options. But don't worry, Lingoda has also given us this coupon code, General1, for a €25 discount off your first month subscription. You can choose vocabulary lessons, speaking lessons, or grammar lessons. In this way, Lingoda is an incredible system which lets you focus on your areas of weakness. There are hundreds of classes and many different teachers to choose from. This makes it possible to find teachers that work for you. Begin your learning to master English the same as Haley in this speaking interview. I believe you will love Lingoda as much as I do. Try Lingoda today. Then your 1 minute preparation time begins now. Go ahead and turn over the card.
Thank you.
Okay, Haley, your 1 minute preparation time is up. Please begin speaking.
Okay. Most recently, I needed help preparing for this IELTS exam so I could continue my master's studies for business administration in the UK. About 3 months ago, when I decided on my test date, I began searching for resources to help me to get ready for this test. Since I knew nothing about the exam, I had to find out materials, strategies and guidance so I could do well. I did not have any idea where to begin, so I started with some online search. Fortunately, I found a lot of great information. I joined a local training center with some professional instructors, as well as the aehelp.com's online training. This website helped me to understand the structure of the different sections and provided me with lots of materials to learn from. In my classes, my teachers corrected my writing and gave me feedback on my speaking to improve my fluency, pronunciation, and grammar, word choice. All of the assistance that I got from my local instructors, as well as the strategies and practice through the academic IELTS help website and app, really made me confident and ready. Of course, I will have to wait a few days to see what the true results and my hard work are really worth, but I'm certain that I'll do better than if I had not sought out help.
Okay, your 2 minutes is up, Haley, so I will stop you there, and I will take back the card, and please pass back the note paper and the pencil. Thank you. And now we will continue with part 3. For part 3, I will ask you some more questions related to the topic of part 2. Let's talk about seeking help. Why is it important to help people in times of need?
Well, the most obvious reasons for helping those in need is because it's ethical and leads to overall success. What I mean is that when a colleague of my company is sick, I can help cover their shifts so they can recover and not worry about their work.
What may be the consequences of not helping?
Not aiding others can lead to a sense of remorse and isolation in society. I mean, if I don't help out my ill coworker, they may shun me in the future and think of me as a cruel person. Not to mention I would feel terrible about it.
What are some common situations where people seek help from others?
As I said, people often need help when they are ill, or another situation is when they're having car troubles.
Which resources may be particularly useful in these kinds of situations?
Well, when a person is sick, their families or friends can be very accommodating to assist them. And of course, medications like a cold or flu remedy to help them get better quickly. And in the case of car troubles, a mechanic is good to have on hand and perhaps a tow truck.
Have the ways people sought help these days changed compared to a generation before?
I think it has greatly deviated from 30 years before. Back then, most people relied on landlines to seek help and the opinion of nearby experts. However, these days, people can use their mobile phones to quickly seek assistance and even information.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Sure. If a person were to choke in a restaurant, anyone can immediately call for an ambulance and look up performing a Heimlich maneuver to dislodge the food.
Let's talk about troubleshooting. People these days often need to troubleshoot problems with their electronic devices. Why is this?
That's an interesting question. Many people have a lot of gadgets these days, which are very complex and experience a wide range of problems. And it would be too expensive to get professional help each time, so people try to figure out the problem on their own.
What is the best way to find solutions to these problems?
I'm not sure what the best way is, yet I do know that there are a lot of great YouTube videos which can help. Like yesterday, I fixed my phone battery by looking for information online.
Who are the professionals that deal with troubleshooting on a daily basis?
One that I mentioned are car mechanics, as well computer technicians and electrical engineers, perhaps are individuals that deal with troubleshooting every day.
Why are their jobs important?
I think these are important professions because people constantly rely on them to be able to function in life and work. I mean, if a person's car isn't working, it becomes difficult to commute.
That's the end of part 3. That concludes the speaking portion of the IELTS exam. You will have your score for this in about 2 weeks' time with the other sections. Have a great rest of your day, Haley, and do remember your passport.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So, why does Haley deserve this high band 9 for her performance? Well, clearly you will agree that Haley's use of English language is natural, complex, and coherent. This means that Haley is natural because her pronunciation and intonation are almost identical to a native English speaker's. As well, she uses expressions and word choice that a native speaker would use in these contexts. Furthermore, her language is complex. She uses a wide range of grammar accurately, uses contractions instead of just saying I have. She says I've and I'd, very clearly pronounced. She uses adjective clauses when necessary, lots of conditionals. Finally, Haley's answers are coherent. This means she answers every single question specifically and with great detail, providing clear explanations and examples for part 1, 2, and 3. It is obvious that Haley is truly an expert user of the English language, and therefore a very clear Band 9. Practice, and you can get there too. To see over 100 hours of high-quality video lessons like this one, as well as 6 original practice exams and a fully interactive course, visit and join our premium package at www.gieltshelp.com. Begin improving your band scores for the next time you sit your exam. Join us today. Subscribe to our channel. Click here. Watch more videos? Click over here. Or click our IELTS Hero for 100 hours of complete video lessons, 6 original practice exams, and strategies to pass IELTS.